which you are using, and very less time you are doing on the reconciliations. We went through several reconciliations also, where you are doing the profit center based reconciliations, but it's the one reconciliation, so close to 10 reconciliations. You also mentioned there is no risk, no policy, no materiality, so those has to be done. So it's a very good session yesterday, and today we are gonna look forward for the another session for the journal entries. So let me share my screen out there, and we will do the same formula. Razak, give me the overview on the journal entries, that you are doing the journal entries for the South Africa region, or these are the journal entries for other regions also, and those kind of things. Just to give me an overview on the business side, how total is in being interacted. Let me share my screen so that I can keep writing in front of you, so that it avoids the duplications on the minutes, notes, etc.
Okay, so I'm going to ask for my team to keep me honest here and just fill in wherever I'm missing something, because there is a lot, like we said yesterday.
Yes.
So let me start off by just indicating that we do it for 1902 specifically. That is our area of accountability. So 1902, we do the journals for.
I'm sharing the screen, by the way, Ronzard. Do you see the Excel?
I can see,
Okay,
yes.
perfect.
Okay, and then also mostly on the profit centers that has been linked to the GL recons. So PL 11, 12, not 15, 17. Not that there is anything anymore on 17, but those profit centers, those were the ones that we'll look after. So PL 33, PL, what is the other
18.
one? Yeah,
18.
13 as well with Paul stuff. Yes. So sometimes on PL 15, but that's more Tracy Lee's and Capitals area. So, but ever so often we'll maybe have a couple of journals that we need to journal there as well when we're being asked by them to assist. Okay, then the type of journals. So a lot, if I think through it throughout the month, we will have definitely an RTR on your side. On the other accountant side is misallocation journals. So
Yep.
that's general accounting journals. So just aligning cost to the correct elements, cost centers, etc. Then we would have, can I call it, provisional journals? So that would be things like audit fees that we journalize. It would be the management bonuses,
The corporate cost.
the corporate cost recoveries. It would be, Nathi, on your side, the shares as well, cash and equity.
Shares in equity, yes. Management bonus and corporate
Yeah.
cost. Yep.
Will then also be the payroll journals only that you do on your side at month end that FEMA sends through. So the payroll journals is also just with ad hoc items being allocated. So then there will also be intercompany journals. That's a big one. Intercompany journals is a huge one, because over Paul, Nathi, and Jessica's area, they all do different intercompany journals. So Nathi would be doing the intercompany debtors journals. Jessica more the intercompany, creditors. Paul's side, Paul, you do both, no?
Both, yes, both debtors and creditors.
For Profit Center 13, they'll do both. Paul will do both intercompany debtors and creditors. Then we have further provisional journals. We have the prepayment journals that goes through. We have accrual journals that go. We have retrenchment journals. We have
a profit and loss journal for intercompany if there's any. Yes.
Thanks, Nathi. Profit and loss journals on exchange rate differences that account for. Sorry, Jan, I see your hand is up. No, you mute.
Can you hear me now? Yeah, sorry, I had to drop there.
Yeah.
Just to confirm, this is the one thing I'm trying to understand. So you've got certain accounts, trial balance accounts allocated to you within profit centers.
Correct.
Can I just understand, when you do journal, you would typically only do the journal on your side of the fence? Well, it could have, the contract could sit in somebody else's cost center.
So let me explain. So remember, we do, there's it's almost, if I call it three portions, Johan. So the one is going to be your expensed items. Okay, so everything
Yeah.
on the income statement. So your normal cost center and income statement, GL account journals. Okay. Then you have your balance sheet journals, the ones that's linked to the trial balance.
Okay.
You know, the GL balance sheet, GL recons. And then we have intercompanies as well. So with the intercompanies, for instance, we have costs paid on behalf of other regions. We would, for instance, travel is a good example because there's loads, especially with the new shared services setup. The volume of intercompany journals on Pearl's side has skyrocketed. So she would then have to clear it from those cost centers into the intercompany holding accounts, and the intercompany holding account then that's where the intercompany invoicing is being done from. So that's the three, I would almost say, the three major components of journals that we do.
Yeah. Very
Mike,
good. So
did I answer your question, Johan?
Yeah, so basically you will do the journal from where it originates. So the cost will hit the cost center that
Correct,
you own,
yeah.
and then you will do. Okay, that's the question I was asking. Thank
Okay.
you.
So basically, you have access to 1902 and put the journals in 1902, basically.
Yes, correct. And in an odd instance, we'll do a 1950 journal if NAT is being asked to assist, for instance, if they don't have any resourcing available. But that's not a rule. That's a ad hoc requirement.
Okay.
Jessica?
Sorry, Ronzat, I just want to mention the 6058 journals that we do as well.
Yes.
On month-end dates. Yeah, so
Thanks.
we do misallocation journals there, and we also invoice out of 6058 to the regions.
So let me just give context to that. Thanks, Jessica. You're right. So under 6058, which is the AGA Holdings company, the UK entity, because we are, yeah. You could,
6058.
AGA Holdings. It's the UK. It's a UK entity. So yeah, Holdings. Yeah, UK entity.
No,
Okay.
6050, not 1650, 6058.
Yeah,
Village.
6058.
6058.
Yeah.
Okay, so because we manage all the charge outs, all the technical services charge outs that needs to happen, and because our corporate cost gets distributed and consolidated in that AGA Holdings company, we are responsible for that component of charging out in the intercompany invoicing under 6058. So yeah, Jessica's right. There's a big component of that sitting there. Even though it's not our entity that we're accountable for, we facilitate the charge outs, the consolidation of corporate cost under that entity, but then also the charge outs of the technical services costs to the rest of the business units from AGA Holdings. So there's a lot of allocation journals, and then intercompany journals that happens from 6058 as well.
Okay.
And I also do transfer pricing journals.
Yeah, and transfer pricing journals, correct, yes.
Not surprised. That's the.
So just to put it into context, we have 4 regions that we aggregate cost into AGA Holdings. So it is Australia, it is South Africa, it's North America, and then there is some UK costs that we consolidate in that entity as well. So it's over those 4 regions that we pull that cost together or consolidate it in 6058. Then we run it through models, and we have to allocate costs to the respective profit centers in there, and then invoice it out to the respective regions or business units, assets as they're known. So yeah, that's a big component that we also do on a monthly basis.
Yes. So Rosman, you mentioned so many journals out there. The team has a list of the journals, how they are tracking all this, they have done it.
Yeah, look, and it's all in the system. Like I said yesterday, if you look at And we have all of the stats. So the systems department will have all of those stats, the type of journals that's being processed with the headers of each journal to indicate what the journal is. So all of that is available on the SAP system.
Yes,
Ron,
Rosman, that is a post-mortem thing, means you have done it, but how do you track, means from the start of the day, for example, that these are the journals, I have done it, I've done it, I've done it, I've done it, and I'm done for the complete month.
the day,
How
yeah.
do you track? How do you track that?
So look, some of the journals, like the misallocation journals, happens as and when required on the day. So there is no tracking for that. But the most important ones that happens on month end, we have a month end schedule that indicates the activities related to the journals that needs to happen. So that month end schedule we then use to go through a sequence in clearing out whatever's then required,
Okay.
confirming that all the holding accounts is cleared, confirming that.
Yes.
So it's a whole sequence of
Sequence that. Okay.
That's exactly the question, yeah.
So can you share that month-end schedule to me, please?
Yeah, look, it has a bunch of other stuff on it that's not journal related, so we'll have to clean it up first.
Yeah. So that will give me the total scope, of the journal, including of the journals also.
Yeah, so that won't give you an indication of how many journals there is or where they happen. That's just the activity list.
Okay. So how to get that? Is it possible for you to give me the ballpark again? How many journals the team is processing?
Uh,
It's
It's a
all
difficult one.
depending how
Mm.
many transactions is hitting the holding accounts that must be from travel or from weight. So we can't say it's every month the same amount. It's
Yeah.
different.
On average, Anali, on average, 100 journals, 200 journals.
No, more than 15 on the intercompany can be more than 15 to 20 journals per month.
Okay,
Is
that's
that
good.
now per region pool or is that per
No,
all-
for all 4 regions, for Africa BU, only for Africa BU,
Yeah, that's only for
intercompany.
Africa. So we're talking one component of it, but when
Mm.
they
For the overall, okay.
yeah, remember when they look at it, they want to.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Overall, your
that
unit is
means-
also fine, Rosnard. What you are doing, for example, 1902 journals, that is also fine. In case you are able to tell me that how many journals are there.
Sorry, can I jump in there, Ronsat?
Go for it, Naughty.
Okay, as I said, it's going to be difficult because sometimes it depends month to month. For that, maybe they've got a query from Australia or North America, so you have to raise the credit. It's going to be part of the channel because when you raise the credit, obviously you need to raise the channel to create the credit. So it can be 5 or 6. Then the normal charge out can be 15 or 20. Just for the whole region, for Australia, South America, and holdings. So it can be 15, 20. So it's difficult, to match to say how much per month, you see, with the
including
creditors as well,
Africa.
including Africa, you see. So as I said, it's going to be difficult. You can say plus, say, 40. Yeah, probably. As I said, depending month to month, actually. So it's difficult
Yeah,
to
plus
rate.
or minus 40
Mm.
to 50.
that
Plus or minus, yeah. I will
Yeah.
take approximately 15 to 20 journals. So
per
entire team.
accountant. I will say
So-
15 to 20 journals per accountant, Ronzo.
per accountant, so
That's
times
Yeah.
4.
That's only, for instance, on the intercompanies.
Only
Yes.
intercompany,
Then
yes.
we have provisions journals. We have, so I think what's being requested is on each one of those journals or activities, what is the number of journals? I mean, that's going to be quite a piece of work to go and analyze that.
Okay. That's fine. You can provide me later on also, but I just give you a context. I was provided these files
Sorry,
out there, which is
sorry, Vignette. This is what the team is trying to say to you, that they won't be able to give it to us. I think we need to talk to somebody in DT. Ronsard, who's the guy? You gave a name yesterday. Sorry, I didn't write down the name. I was going to talk to BC. Was it BC or was it some?
No, Henny de Jager.
Henny de Jager.
Yeah, they sit on the SAP system side for MM, but they can pull all of the journals that was done per user. Like I said, they can include the document headers as well, so that we can see exactly what journals it is. Once the data set is available, we can assist with pigeonholing it and giving you an indication of what journals is related to what activity, so that we can assist with. But for us to go and now one by one journal go through
No, no,
200
no.
journals. I mean,
And just
No,
be
no.
careful on that list, system-related journals and manual
Yes,
related
that's
journals.
yeah,
that's the thing. So I have given this list of the various companies out there, Rosnard. You see
yeah,
that 103, 4, 6, 15, 902.
yeah,
So this is the one I think your file. If I open this, uh, I get the data for the lot of lines of the journals out
yeah,
there. But it is very difficult to identify what is system related or what is automatic. You see this file, right?
yeah,
So we have a document number out there, which is kind of unique. The
yeah,
document number, I can total that up and find out total journals.
yeah.
And some are the batches, some are, and
No, but
everyone has,
that's why I suggested to filter it on user numbers, because your
Yeah.
user number will give you journals that's been processed per user. Um,
Just go to the right-hand side that we see if the user numbers is there.
no,
No, it's on
was on
that
the
first
left-hand side.
column.
On the
Yeah,
first column, I see my user number also is there.
yeah,
On the
Go back,
first
go
Go
back,
column,
to
go
the
back.
okay.
left.
on
Back
the
to
left.
the
Go
left.
Vignette,
left.
back to the left, home.
Sorry.
Uh,
First column, Vignette.
okay.
Yeah.
the only way we can do for meantime when we filter this, probably we can just get our
Yeah,
our company number.
G.
Then we
Column
know.
Column
G.
G.
Column G.
Column
Yeah.
G.
Yeah.
Okay, this is a user.
Yeah.
And
So everything that's with a 3,000 there is going to be some
Employee.
employee.
Yeah,
okay. So I see
Mm.
3,000, many 3,000s here. So
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. First, just go for the first one will be mine. The first one is going to be Nachi. That's 726.
And those can repeat. So don't, you must be careful if you want, those will repeat the username.
No, it
Yeah,
won't
so-
because it's going to be filtered under my company code anyway. I don't
Yeah,
think
I
so. If we
wanted
just
to
filter,
s-
yes.
okay.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
just wanted
So
to
what
say
is
that
this
top
type
one.
A, B, A, C? What is a manual journal in this?
Okay, it depends if it's a credit or just a normal invoice or it's a creditor. So
That's
SAP.
ZA, I think is definitely XG. All those naughty, you know,
And
what is
Yeah,
the
XG
XG
is
is
when
the
you
credit
pass it.
note.
we've
Is
taken
I-
the
XG is the
discussion in the
invoice.
wrong direction. The thing is,
Yeah.
if you filter it in user numbers, that's
Name, yes.
but
Yeah.
yeah,
It's
process.
easier.
So just filter it on the user numbers, and all of those would be manual journals.
Yeah.
Okay,
No, be,
So
okay.
be
just-
careful because I'm right at the top there and I don't do any single manual journal. So mine will all
let's-
be system related.
Let's just quickly see. Can you
So
just filter on that one?
3000, yeah, 3001, 3000, 3101. That's me.
This is you, and these are all manual.
No,
No.
those are all system related
Oh,
journals,
I remember-
settlements,
These
Yeah.
automatic
amort
journals.
transactions, those types of things running through SAP.
So
Automatically.
Automatically it is
what
happening.
we need to do is just, I think Zita, if you agree, exclude your user number, because all
Yeah,
of the
I
rest of
think
it
so.
would be mostly, from
Yeah.
Manual.
Manual, yes.
So we need to,
Yeah.
we each have a unique employee number, a 3,000 number, so we need to select those specifically, and then filter it on those. So
Yep.
mine, for instance, I don't park journals, but I post them. So mine would be 3,000, 3438. So each of us has a unique SAP number. So if we have all of those for the team, we can filter it on those, and then take it from there.
Okay.
Just add the other members as well, Vineet. Also on the
That's what I'm
filter,
saying.
just add
Yes.
the other
The
members of
team.
our team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So those would
this
have been
is
all the journals that I've posted on my side.
so these are all manual.
Yeah, all manual journals,
Yeah.
yes.
Okay. So what is it? I think this essay. It's all coming as an essay. So essay.
ISO is a manual journal that we do.
Yes, and ZR as well.
Essay. ZR.
XD is a
The
intercompany invoice.
Invoice. Yeah.
Yeah. Manual journals.
So if I see the document type, for example, can you share? So document type can help me in identifying whether this is manual or not. This one, column D.
Yeah, it should be. So all of those that you're seeing there is manual, all
Yeah.
of them. But you'll have to add all other members as well. We need to get an understanding of the volume.
So
Yeah,
what I
where
should
did
do?
So under the user, just on the filter, just add all other numbers. So 7 to 6 must be added. That's naughty.
The first one, yeah, the first one.
The very first one.
No, 7 to
7 to
6.
6.
It's
Paul?
Anali. I think 876 is not Anali.
898 is me. 898.
98.
No,
898.
898.
Yes. Paul?
444, 54.
So will be on the bottom somewhere. You have a long one.
Yeah, here it is, 57. 444, 57.
457.
57, yeah.
So let's
And
see
then,
this.
sorry, there's one
There's
more
one
for
more.
me, please. Mine is 4552.
But now we must just think, the accountants is loading the journals. So, and then me and Ronsard as well is verifying the journals. So the same journal can
4552.
maybe now be twice in here.
But we can remove duplicates on.
Yeah,
on
4552, Vinit.
yeah.
4552.
Oh,
There.
yes, yes.
Okay. So here, like for example, costing, prepayment, costing, these all are
Yes.
manual, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, let's see what the document types are coming here. Oh, so many document types. So basically, this is not defining the manual journals, looks like.
Well,
No,
that is all manual journals, those.
exactly. There's not one type of manual journal. There's credit notes, there's intercompany
Yes.
journals. So all of those relates to a different transaction type.
Okay, so if I take just December, for example, so this is for 1 month.
Yeah.
And T code is FBBVV. So this is looks like all common FBVV.
Okay.
And Z.
So that is
So-
going to be sorry, that's going to be it's like a mass upload. So the mass upload, you've got a special template for that. So SAP normally
But
pick it up, and that's going to be a mass channel. So we've
Okay.
got a
It's a
template,
SAP
a special
code.
template is it's a SAP code that you use for our template when you upload the channels.
So that,
Okay.
that's transaction codes.
Yeah.
Yeah, SAP code. It is a SAP code.
I'm just trying to find, because I need this volume, how much manual journals are processing. So, because here T codes are separate, but most of the T codes are FBVB. I see maximum are these. Is this something which you are using for manual journal?
Is that not the intercompanies? Oh, it's
Yeah.
looking like invoices and
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Invoices. It's the intercompany maybe. So
Yeah.
we just have to find the volume, somehow. I can send you this file in case that can help. But Rosnar, I would need to understand how many journals are there on average. It is not like, has to be correct. You can have a big range, 150 to 250, for example.
Sure.
All day we've got 167.
Yeah.
502.
So we'll give you a range, not a problem. We'll say 0 to 300.
300, around 300.
He's playing with you. He's saying 0 to 300. 0 to 300, somewhere in between.
You can see who's knowing
That's very
Rosa.
good. Actually, this is not, Johan, this is very good clue that maximum they are 300. This is very good clue.
Yeah, look,
Well, can I ask you a favor, Vignette? Just go and change. That was for December. Just go and make that October, if you don't mind. Because remember, December usually is a year end. So I just want to see what that drops to, 184. Take another one. Let's just take June or July. Take
Yeah,
July.
you're right. So there's a
The
and it would
quarter
remain.
ends will be like in March,
162.
June.
So it seems like it's somewhere between 160 and 200 journals
Yeah.
Mm.
from
Yep.
this team.
Yeah,
From
fair
this
enough.
team.
Yeah, fair enough. It should be in
If
the region of, let's say 200, in the region of 200.
Yeah, that's the number we're looking at. That's what I'm seeing.
Yeah,
Yes.
a very rough estimate 200 is.
Yeah.
And this company. And then our
Yeah,
names will
remember.
appear in
Yeah.
58 as
Yeah.
well. It's in this
Yes.
company.
Yeah.
If I can find out which code you are using for the manual journal, I can simply get everything out. But this is something I'm not able to understand.
Let me ask the DT guys. I'll
Yeah,
try.
well,
I'm in the office tomorrow, so let me go and see if I
Okay.
can find somebody.
Yes, John, that will be very, very helpful.
Look, I doubt if you're going to find Louise and Henny. I know they work remotely most of the time, so I can make the introduction as well if you want me to, Johan.
Ronsard, I was just going to go and ask a few guys that I've met.
Sure. Yeah.
Maybe they'll maybe I'm sure some of them somebody's going to tell me. So I'm going to ask them can somebody give me a definition for the document types?
So BC or
that was what I was going to start with, BC.
So they'll probably
somebody
be able to indicate it as well.
Yeah.
But and the thing is between BC and
Chabo, BC or Chabo, yes.
That's probably the right people to speak to because they responsible for the FICO. Yeah, Zita, I'm just thinking if we do journals on PS, that would probably also reflect on here, no?
It should.
So the WBS journaling that
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But they are very few and far between.
Yeah, they're not that often. Yeah, Jessica does most of them on her side with DT when they journal between WBS codes.
Oh yeah, obviously, and in the working cost projects as well. You'll also pick up in that fashion. Yes.
Yeah, correct, yes. Okay.
Is that journal's spreadsheet only for 2024 or was it now for 2025 as well?
So that file is 2024, but you can give me the latest. Latest is the best. So last quarter, last 6 months.
And Paul's side, I know in 2025 the journals have picked up now.
Yeah, correct. Yes, that's a good point, Annie, because Johan, that's a very valid point. Our journals has increased with travel being centralized to our INS team in South Africa. Our journals has actually increased more in 2025.
Yeah, I think what we need to do, Ronsard, is let's just have a look and see what we know that it's between about 170 and 200 a month, but let's see what it was for the last 2 months.
Yeah.
Was in a quarter end month it will be more, and then like in the month just after the quarter end, I think it will be less.
Yeah, that's why they work on an average. So that's what I'm saying. Let's try and figure out an average. But I think it would be good to understand if the last 2 months, if we're sitting at 250, for instance, because of the travel and shared services, etc. Because remember, you guys also do the cost for shared services, which is our team and so forth. So there's definitely an increase.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's come back from the volumes to the process.
But you've got a provisional number.
200 should be fine.
Yeah.
I can write that probably close to
just provisional 200.
Just be careful of the 200 number. Like Annie said, there's quite a few journals being processed in 6058 as well.
Yeah.
I would add,
there's only for 1902.
In 1902,
add another 50 journals to that.
To make it 250 to be safe. Okay. Yeah.
To be safe. Yeah.
So for now, I just written 200 journals, including
200
the
journals
other than.
for 1902, one company code, 1902.
Yeah, for 1902, and then another 50. Let's call it 50 for 6058.
60.
6058.
Yeah. So do you have a journal entry policy, Rosnod, given by you have, which shows it's the same thing, the threshold for the journal that you should not process at the month end, that gives you who should be the approver, who should be the reviewer. Any defined policy for journal entry?
No,
No.
not at all. So we don't have
Mhm.
there's so many different ones as well, and it changes every now and again. So no, we don't have a specific policy.
Okay. Any other guideline which shows to you that these are the high risk journal, no low risk journals,
The
or any kind
only
of
the only controls that we have is SOX controls that's on the back of some of the journals in terms of direct posting. So we always need to show segregation of duty. We always have to save the backup, the journal sign off and the backup included in that journal as well. So it's more or less the same discussion that we had yesterday. So all that evidence needs to be kept.
Okay.
So and then
But
we
there
have
is no defined guidelines that this has to be the documentation. For example, you have a journal, you need to upload this kind of documentation for this kind of journal.
I'm not aware of anything. Zita, I don't know on your side if you have anything like that, for instance, but we definitely don't have those guidelines.
No, our backup can be related to what the journal is.
Yeah.
Yes. So
And that's
those
why
kind of guidelines are not there. The types of journals, supporting documents, the processing.
Yep.
proof of segregation of duty that gets signed off on a monthly basis over all the journals that's being done. Yeah. So there's no directly posted journals.
And the same way, you some person posts the journal there and the person approves it and automatically get posted.
Only accrual journals get
Yeah.
automatically
And
posted.
remember that why it works like that with the accrual journals is because it's auto reversal journals. So your auto reversal journals doesn't follow that same requirement.
Otherwise, everything is a person park it and person who
Another
approves
person
it,
is
when he
verifying.
approves, it automatically get posted.
Yeah, correct.
Right?
Yes. And anything that doesn't look, they call it ACL reports that runs on SAP, and that's part of the SOX control. So anything that is directly posted would be flagged with the necessary explanation for it and evidence with sign off on those ones. But that's few and far between usually. So it would be typically things like a VAT control account when they do the monthly VAT reports. Then AP would post the journal directly in the control account for VAT payments, for instance. So it would be things
Okay.
like
So those are the direct posting. It automatically goes, a person prepares and posts it.
it gets flagged so that it gets signed off and approved on that exception report then.
Okay, so how they are signed off? I mean, the supporting documents is approved for that, or is it when they prepare this direct posting journal and they send it to you by email and then it is approved and then posted? How the process?
Both. So they sign it off. So for instance, if Zaki would post it or one of his people would post it, then Zane would sign it off and keep the evidence so that when the ACL report runs, that we then do confirmations on top of the already approved journals to show that the proper authorization has been provided on those journals.
Okay, with the authorization. And this could be email authorization or.
Yep, correct. Yes. Well, I think, Jan, I'm not sure how they conduct these, but we have we sign off evidence on email communication, a document that gets signed off and authorized and saved off.
Yeah, my team saying they use DocuSign. They mostly use DocuSign for things to sign off, and then they save the evidence in the controls folder.
Yep.
Okay, so authorization happens. So there's no thresholds, etc. as well. You need to process all the journals, whatever comes in.
Yeah.
Okay, and you do this in the last day. Workday 6 is the last day for you. Is it that the closing day? Correct?
No, it's not.
Ongoing thing.
So it's throughout the month. So misallocations happens throughout the month. It's the
intercompanies is over.
The corporate recoveries happens at different stages in the month. So it's throughout the month that journals get Christ. I think bulk of it, especially the intercompanies, is more towards the end of the month. But other journals can happen throughout the month, as and when. For instance, the payroll journals, where the allocations for payroll is done. So, for instance, if someone makes a voluntary contribution, or then for him, I would ask towards the end of the month. I would almost say only then for him ask you to do those allocations
It's
on.
all depending what hits the bank account.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So throughout the month, general misclassifications are fine. What about the accruals, provisions, etc.? So most of the manual journals are generally done at the end of the month, right?
Yeah.
For
Again,
your case,
we said that is according to the month end schedule. So a lot of that on the month end would happen against the month end schedule, but there's still journals that happens throughout the month as well. So
okay,
if we
if I see the
pick up misallocations that is happening, we don't wait until the end of the month. We try and get that proactively out of the way so that we can focus on month
focus on
journals.
that. How much percentage is misallocation in total?
No, not how much.
No,
I
it's
wouldn't
not a
like
lot. It's not.
not even 5%. Yeah, so it's small.
Yeah, small.
So if I say the total number of journals which you do at the month end and before month end, so the percentage wise, approximately 50% you do at the month end, 50% across throughout the day, throughout the month.
Remember, our month-end schedule runs over the last, I would say, 7 business days. So over that last 7 business days, only because, for instance, the travel clearing and the stuff that you do, that's happening throughout the month, that poll process.
I will say we start at least 2 weeks before month end poll.
Because it's the
Yes,
payroll
yes.
journal that. So I would say that if I had to guess, I would say that about, I would say, only 40% during the course of the month, but 60% in the
Towards
last.
the end.
Yeah.
Yes, I almost like that, Joe.
Yeah.
Or the volume can also be like in 50-70.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I might keep it at what you said.
So month end is 50%, 60%, and volume, and also the throughout the month, which happens reclassification, etc. So month end, what is the last day for you? Do you close the books as well?
Yeah, we do. So it's also based on a schedule that we send out on a monthly basis, because we need to close off for all regions for corporate cost on the last business day of the month.
Which is
the last business day of the month.
Is 30th?
No, which is the last business day of the month.
Different every month.
Yeah. So the last business day is on the last Friday.
The last work day of the month.
Last work day of the month, yes.
So it could be the 28th. If the month is the 30th, it could be the 31st.
So, I mean, you are posting the journals after that also. I'm talking about the closing of the books. For example, workday 6, they close the GL, right? That you cannot post any more journals after this.
Okay, so let me explain it this way. So on the last business day of every month, we close it for your regular user. So we have a special authorization group that remains open until the 5th or 6th working day of let's call it the 6th working day, should be the last. But usually between that last business day of the month and the 6th working day of the following month, for that period, there wouldn't be any journals that gets processed. It's really in extreme circumstances that we process any journals at that stage. So the final journals that goes through is usually 99% of the time is on the last business day of the month.
Okay, that's very good.
Those that is maybe after that date is maybe stuff that people have posted in the wrong period and they must reverse it and process it again. It's all
doesn't happen every month. That happens once in every 6 months or every 4 months, whatever.
Yes.
So that's why I'm saying 99% of the time, we close off all journals, all transactional items on the last business day of the month.
That's now for us, the Ronsard 1902, and
But
for
we're discussing our stuff now. We're not discussing, the rest of the.
oh, so we do not discuss
Yeah,
Uh,
1902
UK
only.
6058 as well.
No, that's
Okay.
that's
Okay.
the NAVA, what they do on their side. We're explaining our.
Okay, I understand.
Okay. So most of the things you done before the last business day of the month, even though the deadline for the book close is workday 6. So that is done by other team
Yeah.
in
So that
between that.
So let me just maybe set context why we do it like that. So the thing is, because we aggregate all of the corporate costs and we then have a distribution process to follow to charge it out to the business units, a portion of that cost, we need to finish off on that last business day and close the system, so that, because we can't rerun distributions after it's been run. So we need to have a full cost in by the last business day, and then go through all the intercompany processes in charging out those costs to the respective assets. And that's why if we have cost that comes in after, or now journals being done after, that last business day, it won't reflect under the business units, because we can't rerun distributions. You can't
Yes.
run historically. So at that close of business, that's why we have a whole month-end schedule leading up to that last business day. So that everybody closes off in time and finalizes their costs, so that by the last business day, when we do the distributions or the charge outs, is that we have all of that completed. Yes.
Definitely. So you want
Ronsard,
everything to be accounted. Yeah.
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 Ronsard, can I just, I've heard something now. Can we just say that? So what I'm hearing you saying is, we're a corporate function. 1902 is Joburg corporate, right?
Yep.
We need to close our books by the last day of the month, so we can get the cost out to the mines, so they have a day or two. So in those 3, because remember, we have to consolidate on the 6th day.
Yep.
That basically leaves the other company codes to receive the corporate costs and then to allocate them, so that they can roll up. And I think this is, Vineet, what I'm hearing here is to say, remember, 1902 and 6058 is 2 corporate functions, right? So the corporate functions cost must come down, so that the sites can allocate them, so that they can all report back up to the top.
Exactly, for consolidation
Yes.
purposes.
That's what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
Yes.
And that's
Okay.
critical that we then, and that's why I'm saying,
Yeah.
in the odd instance where it's a balance sheet journal that we, for instance, need
Missed,
to
yeah.
do, so that won't affect the cost and the charge outs and everything. So that we can still then push through between the last business day and workday 6 of the new month. But it's in very odd instances that happens. For instance, one of the journals that happens on a monthly basis, again, is the VAT report that comes from your team, Johan. So that only gets finalized here by the 6 or 7 working day. And they have to post a journal, but that's a balance sheet related journal, and it doesn't affect any of the charge outs that gets done. So that would be an anomaly, that happens then in that first 6 working days of the new month.
Okay. So when you say the close of the books, right, Rosana?
Yeah.
So what that means? You are closing 1902 ledger?
Yeah. Yes,
Okay.
correct. But again, just remember what I said is we close it for this the regular users, if I can put it that way, and then it remains open for the special alts groups. Now the special alts group is, for instance, myself, Anli, there's a handful of people that's under the special alts group, and those are more guys that usually look at the balance sheet accounts if there's any necessary journals that needs to be done on that side. For instance, Chantel in Johan's team would have special alts access. I think Zane would have special alts access. So but they can't post anything, and everybody is quite clear, and that's why we communicated on the month-end schedule as well, that there's no posting supposed to happen then on the income statement side. It's only on the balance sheet side, because on the income statement side we have to close off on the last business day of the month.
Yeah.
Very good. after the last day.
Last working
Last working day.
working day, yeah.
But the balance sheet journals can also be can be posted after this, right? After last.
Yes.
So when you close the books, how it can be posted? I was just thinking.
They have a special transaction type that allows them to do it.
Yes.
Vineet.
No, I mean the ledger is one, right? The
I'm,
1902. When you close the 1902, it closes for everything, right?
What I suspect is that
It's
they have a
user
way of, so they would close AP, they would close AR, you understand?
Yes.
But certain things are still open. There's multiple of closures that they do.
Okay,
So
not the full
so we
closure.
close-
Yeah.
Johan is right. So we close, so all transactions is, for instance, closed on the last business day of the month. But it's more user related as well. So for users, there's only a select user group that SAP employee number, that's assigned to the user. So they selected users. Zita's, for instance, also one of them. She'll be able to post after that last business day, while the special auth group is still open up until the 6th working day. Then it gets locked out for everybody. Then nobody can do it anymore.
Okay. So user specific locking, basically.
Yeah, correct. Yes.
Okay. It's not the full close. Now I am clear about it.
Yeah,
So
it would be user and module. So I know for a
Yeah.
fact that in my update today, people in ADB said they have to get their billing out today
Yeah,
because tomorrow it closes.
yeah.
So it's module and
they-
user based.
Well, that's their deadline, I think, Johan. Yes,
Yeah.
because then the business unit still needs to do on their side still. Yeah. So it's all linked to activities or schedules on deadlines that needs to be met.
Okay.
Exactly.
So I got that. Mm. So the dependency for the posting journals are you dependent on any inputs from
Yes.
other people
Yes.
to process the month-end journals?
Yes.
So what are the dependencies for you?
Yes, there's
Yes.
many. So Paul, maybe start with your side because you have quite a few from AFIA that we're waiting for. So maybe just go through those quickly.
Like you can give the example, like accruals information comes from
Yeah.
outside,
Yes.
bonus information comes from
I
extra.
understand what your question is. We just have to go through a whole list because there is quite a few dependencies. So Paul will start off with her side. So Paul, any dependencies on journals? So for instance, AFIA's ones that you wait for allocation.
Allocation
Yes.
dependency, okay.
Yes. To send me the
Allocate.
creditor's invoice. Yes.
So give an indication of all yours, Paul, and then Nati can go on his side. Nati, on your side, it would be
The intercompany is not be on, it's going to be
no,
on
there's
Jessica's
more.
side.
There's more. It's the management bonuses. It's the
Oh, I sort of saying, okay,
the-
yeah, okay.
so all of those.
Yes.
So all
Okay,
of those you're dependent on
oh,
information from other departments coming in
oh yes, yeah.
before you can process those. So
Okay.
anything that you depend on.
Shares also, they just after bonus, it just put shares.
Yeah, but no, but wait now, not
Let's start with
Paul
Paul.
go. Paul.
So
Yeah, it's
so
also
these people are from which team? AFIA and all you mentioned.
All
Uh,
over.
It's
I've-
creditors, invoices that we wait for.
Yeah.
Like
from
that
Ghana.
Alfia one is from the Ghana side.
Okay,
Yeah,
but let's just-
intercompany creditors.
Let's give Paul a chance to go through that.
Okay, Paul. We will
Guys, it's
shush.
also my role for that intercompany creditors. Yes, that I'm waiting from AFIA. And
AFIA,
also, yes.
Okay,
And-
So
Paul,
basically other sites, I should write dependencies on other sites.
Yeah, or you don't want a specific name and person. You just want to know what kind of.
Yes,
so
it's intercompany
Africa,
creditors.
America, Australia, all of them invoice us. Brazil.
Yeah.
And also the SCSs, once the different people approve their SCSs
What's
for
that?
the different
SCS?
vendors, it's
Okay.
yes.
Okay.
Yes. That's on my side. And what?
Okay. So these people provide the information on the right time, or do you have to chase them?
Yeah, the SCSs, it depends with their approval when they approve the SCSs. So when it gets approved, that's where it hits the cost, and I need to clear it out from my side.
Okay.
Yes.
So do you need, so I'm looking for some kind of challenges, for example, that you have to wait for
Yeah,
these people.
it's those intercompany creditors from Ghana. Definitely the challenges. I need to call them, and we wait for or every month we wait for the last
we
minutes.
wait normally for them for the payroll to finish.
Yes, and also they said for them to send it late to us, it's because of they have to wait for their payroll to be done. If their payroll is not done, that's where they cannot send anything.
Yeah,
So,
and let me just add, there's a difference
and
between a reason and an excuse. Nee? So
Yes, yes. So sometimes the cases you need to call. Is it like too
yeah,
much
and
emails?
it's like I remind them every month, at
Kind
the
of
last.
needed.
Yes. But even though I hear their sides, if payroll is not done, there's nothing they can do. So
exactly, Paul, 100%.
Uh,
That's why I'm
all the
saying
communication
even though
happens
it's
by
been, yeah, it's challenge
Email,
on
yes.
our side. Yeah. Email.
Is this SAP or anything helping you in the workflow side? The emails you are sending by your no
I send
notification.
email, I call them, I do everything I can.
Yeah, but
Okay.
there's no SAP process
Mm-mm.
or
Process.
interaction with it. So it's a invoicing that we wait for in order to allocate so that intercompanies can be cleared. So there's no SAP dependency on it. And I agree with what Paul says. I mean, payroll runs in a specific time in the month. So let's say on the 21st or 22nd of every month, more or less. And there should be sufficient time for them to conclude it. But there's always some kind of a
Follow
some
up needed.
excuse for that. So that's a dependency. Maybe Jessica, if you can just talk to the accruals, maybe also accruals that there's a dependency.
Turns out, and I just want to mention that especially that Paul have mentioned there, it's not processed in 1902, it's in 6058 journals.
Yeah,
We,
it's
we
58.
yeah, we just make it ready and send it off to 6058
Yeah,
to be processed.
yes, but I think we shouldn't distinguish now between 1902 and 6058. We just
Okay.
in dependency. So, but point taken, only. But
Yes.
still, it's a dependency
So
that we have. Yeah.
and the challenges I was so one thing you mentioned, a lot of reminders has to be sent to them. So is there any possibility that they send the information which is incorrect to you and you have to correct it and confirm back?
Not really. I haven't.
No,
Okay.
we've had already
No.
stuff coming that they have overcharged, and then we need to do credit notes.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
I feel.
Sometimes.
that is not on a
Yeah.
miscalculation.
Yeah, it's
That's on,
sometimes.
yeah,
It's
that
very
is on,
rare.
that's on incorrect inclusion, but it's very few and far between that.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm looking for
So
some major challenges. It's not like, one time or
So
anything.
one of them would, for instance, be Naughty, you've had on your side with the shares related, where we've been waiting for share schedules that hasn't come in on time. So shares provisions, the same with accruals. We're dependent on the sections or the budget
Yeah.
holders give us
Go
accrual.
ahead.
Yeah, accruals that needs to be, because they know what work has been completed that hasn't been invoiced and paid yet.
Yep.
So we're waiting for their schedules back in order to populate the accrual journal. So that's a dependency, and if they send it through late, it affects our process. So it's accruals. So any kind of provision. It can even be only retrenchments. It can be.
Yes.
So there's like I said, there's quite a few dependencies that we have on.
But those are challenging, means you have to send the reminders and couple of follow-ups.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Look, it's not often that it happens, but it's something that we actively have to follow up on a monthly basis. For instance, here's another good example. Travel closing off by a specific point in time so that we can finalize the intercompany journals. So, Paul, and it affects you and Naughty.
Yep.
because as soon as they miss their deadline, it pushes out our deadline for month-end closure. So that's another one. So
Okay.
there's quite a few dependencies on. So misallocations not as much. Intercompanies there's quite a bit.
Quite a bit, yeah.
Provisions there's quite a bit of dependencies.
Accruals.
Yeah, as part of provisions, yes. So there's dependency.
And all the follow-ups happen by calling or emailing. It's no like some notification goes to them automatically that this is due by
No,
this date.
no ticketing system at the moment. No.
And then while Zita's on the line, we have dependency on PS.
Zita was silent.
Throw her in the dustbin.
Do you face any problems in the journal template, right? So which is a one standard template for you, which you fill in and upload it? Or you
No.
No,
What
no.
do you mean journal templates?
So what happens, SAP has should have one template. I have heard this in others that they have one template which they fill debit, credit, description, this, and it uploads.
So there's
No.
differences in posting keys, there's differences in the journal types, like auto reversal,
So
there's
that's
real journal,
but
there's
but the template is the same, right?
No, it's not
Well,
the same.
depending what you do, if it's creating an invoice for trading partners, where then there's a template for that, and then there's another template for just the misallocation or something like that.
Accruals have
Also
different templates.
different templates.
Yes.
Yeah.
Travel
But it's-
department
it's-
use
yeah.
different templates. It's actually physical selection on SAP where you have to choose the kind of template you're uploading.
Yes, you're right.
So it's definitely different template
Yeah.
format.
But
It depends what kind of a transition are you doing. So you need to set the right transition from SAP actually to
Yeah, but-
accommodate your templates.
But do we know if that was standard SAP templates or
Yes,
was that
it was.
templates?
No,
It's
good
Was
from
it sorry guys, or was it templates that we created when we implemented SAP?
Yeah, it was.
That's I'm not sure.
I
We'll have
think
to.
the last one is
standard
right.
template. No, it's largely standard templates. So
Hmm.
there's the pro forma template that gets used, but it gets customized.
Yeah,
A little bit
that's
for
exactly
the
it.
business. Okay.
Yes.
Because your
But it's-
posting, like I said, your posting keys can differ.
Yeah.
So your posting keys, your debit and credit allocation with that posting keys related to that can differ. There is VAT codes that needs to differ on each of those. So it's a standard template to a certain extent, but that needs to be customized per transaction, like the team said.
Yeah,
Yes.
customization is perfectly okay,
Yeah.
but the template is one standard where you have a different keys, different accounts, different inside that.
I don't agree because, like I say, there's like your accrual template. The columns and all the headings aren't all on the same place as with a normal mass upload template. You know what I'm saying?
Different.
There is different templates that we're using.
Okay,
Yeah,
then
but
fine.
yeah, no,
Can-
I think. Sorry, let me just clarify there. So agree, Jessica. I agree that there's different templates, but the templates that we have is standard upload templates that aligns with SAP for the upload. So let's say, so let me put it this way in an example. If we do accruals under our team, né, and North America does accruals under their team, it's the same template that we use at the end of the day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was a little looking for.
Yeah,
Okay, same template.
that is standard, but there's different templates for different things.
Agreed.
Yeah.
But it's SAP standard.
Standard,
So
yes.
the templates that we use, it's all different between the different transactions.
Yeah, but
what-
there's not just one standard template for everything. I think that's
Very
the
quickly
question.
show that, Jessica, if you don't mind, just two different templates very quickly, because this is going very differently from others. They have a standard template, only the content of the template is different. The SAP understand one standard template.
Okay, I'll open an accrual template and then just a normal intercompany template.
No problem. Yeah.
Aneet,
and
while we're waiting, can I quickly ask you a big favor? Can you just go back to that journal listing?
yeah, sure. One sec. Save it.
Can you
Yeah.
just quickly bring up the filter for the types?
Remove all the filters. Okay.
No, yeah, just the document types. Just click
Document
there.
type.
Yeah, it's the column D. Yeah, I just want to quickly do a screen grab.
Now, there is a thing that they are saying like the DG is for invoicing or something like that. There's definitely something like that.
Yeah, but they're going to confirm all the types of the
Yes.
transaction is. So going to be type of PC, Johan.
Sorry, I spoke to BC and he said I must just quickly send him a screen grab.
Yeah.
So that's
Yeah.
what I did. Thank you. Thanks. I'm done, Bernard. Sorry,
Okay.
everyone. Just
No
I had
problem.
BC on the line. So
So Rosna, this aligns with because SAP is fetching this report, means SAP is understanding one standard template.
Yeah, but it's important what Jessica says. It's a SAP standard template, but there's a different template for each of the types of transactions. So,
Yeah.
for instance, your intercompany journals will be on one type of standard template. Your normal manual journals will be on one type of standard template. You hear what I'm saying? So, we can't use one template for all of the transactions, but it is a SAP standard template.
Okay.
Okay, Jessica, I think the best way we can do just in the types of templates, the one will be going to be just a
Okay,
misallocation.
You know what I'm seeing? Okay, so here's the accrual template that we use.
Yeah, there's a template, that's standard one from
Okay,
SAP.
and
Is
yeah. So I think when we select the upload method, we select accrual template, right, on
Yeah.
SAP.
Yeah.
But it looks like it is quite similar anyway to like this is a intercompany creditors journal that I did. It's a XK. So if I look here, it does look standard in that sense. But this would be loaded as a O journal, for instance.
Yes. Because SAP
Yeah.
is understanding this red thing at the top.
Yeah.
So Jessica, can I add on the reason why we're having the one for accrual? If you go to your left, the one for accrual, you see that because the reason why we're using this because we change the system when the result will be done. So just go to your right.
Yeah. So
Yes,
this
you
is
see
an additional field on an accrual
that's why we're
journal.
using this one. It's different. You see.
Yeah, which is not included on a
This
standard
one's
journal.
because it does not take auto reversal. This one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a difference between the
Difference. Yeah.
Okay. So some columns are different, basically.
two. Yes,
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Almost
Yeah,
it's a
see?
standard. Like Rosa said, it's standard, but different types of.
Yeah, I think the
depends.
majority is
Yes.
the same, but there's additional columns here that's not on
Yep.
the other journals.
Yeah.
And then also the upload method on SAP, it depends on what template you choose on SAP itself.
Okay. Let me share my screen again. Okay, so there are different sub templates are there. That's very interesting to know that. Any other challenges which you're facing? The mass upload template and all are okay. Means, do you face any errors when you upload the template or anything which is causing you a little bit inefficient in doing the?
So something new that happened, I think it was during this year, we cannot put, like on an intercompany journal, we cannot put a debit and a credit on the same journal upload. So there's the same mass upload.
But there is a key there. I saw in the template posting key.
Yes, but
14.
it's something that has been blocked by Ronza. I can't remember. Is it
SOX,
an
is it?
internal audit thing where they no longer allow us to have both a debit and credit line
credits.
item on a invoice, an intercompany?
So it can only.
Okay, just specifically intercompany.
So yeah, it's the company. It's on a company level. So they would, for instance, change. So it's a ITCG finding for the audit where they said that we can only have debits on a journal, for instance. Debits in terms of it should be a debit invoice, and keep the credits separate to offsetting those debit transactions.
This is specific to intercompanies. If it's a misallocation, then we can still have both on a.
That
on a
happens
journal.
once a year or once every 2 years. It's not a regular thing that happens. Also an anomaly that occurs.
No, we have much more of those.
But
Guys,
I do, guys, creditors all the time because of I've got foreign exchange return, which is credits. So on my side, there is a lot of
No, but
credits.
you don't understand what I'm saying. The
Mm-mm.
change in the policy is
Mm.
not often. It happens once in this happened once in 5 years, for instance.
Yeah.
So it doesn't happen often that we have those changes on there.
It's only just the
oh,
debit and credits. Mm.
So we get instances where there's debits and credits on the same thing on a monthly basis, but I mean the policy has changed only once in 5 years, for instance.
yes,
Yeah.
that I agree with. Yeah.
But Anali, one thing is there, if it is just restrictions for either debit or credit only in intercompany, does this give to unreconciled balances in the books?
No,
How do
it
you
won't.
reconcile if it's
It
just you were debiting other person? So he's doing
so
manually, other
it
person?
this is across all the company codes on AGA. So if Australia sends me a document, they should have a credit note and an invoice if it's related to the same kind of
Person.
transaction. So they had to change their way of doing things as well, the same as we had to change ours. You know, we Naughty used to invoice
Yeah.
out all his debits and credits on one invoice. He now has to split it into an invoice
It's
and a
true.
credit note, which is the
Mhm.
same for Australia and all
North
the other
America.
company
Yeah.
codes. Yeah.
So in fact, it applies for everybody basically.
Yeah.
Vinay.
I'm trying to understand this. You mentioned that the journal, which are intercompany journals, just have a debits. You cannot do the credits. For
No,
I'll
do it
example,
on
show
a separate
you.
line. Do it on a separate line, not on the same on the same invoice. You see. So what we do we normally select the XT, which is XT. It's a subcode for invoicing. So for XT, it's going to be a credit. So it's going to be a separate line for it actually. So we can previously
okay,
do
so
everything. Yes.
okay. So both debit and credit goes in the same journal,
The same time, but not a separate line. Yes.
separate
Yeah.
line. Yes, that
Okay.
is
Yeah,
fine.
the
Separate
point
line
is
is
Can
fine.
I?
Not
I was
line.
thinking,
your journal needs to balance. So you have to
Yeah.
have
yes,
a
Yes.
credit that balances off the debits.
Yeah.
What we're
okay,
saying is you have usually transactions that relates to intercompany that you have debits and credits, and they asked us to split the debits and the credits
okay, yeah,
on
that's fair.
separate invoices.
That's
So
fair.
that's the bottom
Yes.
Yeah.
line of it. But the point being that these are policy changes across the entity, and it's not specific to our department. We don't have regular instances where those type of things creep in. So one of the instances, for instance, would be there's a new GL type that's opened that's now being used that we can't post to, and it prevents us from posting a journal. Okay, so that happens once in every 2 or 3 months, for instance, and then we have to go through master data, open up a GL account. So that's something that happens more frequently. But it's still once in every 3 months that it only happens. So, but it also doesn't keep us up. We just need to, we almost, what would you say, half a day that we need to spend, Jessica, to let,
Yeah, to open a GL account
yeah, yes,
on the company code. Now.
yes.
I'm just sharing an example quickly, Vanita. You'll see. So this was like in January. Australia would usually send us one invoice for all these transactions. But you'll see there is a credit. So in the past, we were able to get one invoice from them, and I would journalize it on my end exactly as they give me the backup. But now they have to exclude the credit line, although it relates to the same, you see, it's the same reference. So it relates to the same travel trip or whatever, but they need to issue me a separate credit note for that line item. So it used to be able to, get one invoice for everything and just invoice the total balance, but they can't do that any longer. They have to go split the debits and credits. So that's just something to consider as
Yes, and
well.
how do you identify debits in this?
The signs you can see
Um,
this minus the
yeah, there was sorry, let me just share back.
so it's a credit.
So you can see on the
Yeah.
total, it's a -35. So
Minus, okay.
that's a credit
So,
amount.
okay.
The rest are debits.
Yeah.
So instead of
Accordingly, you
sending
prepare
them
the
to,
journals. Accordingly, you prepare the journals. Debit separate, credit separate.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mm.
Okay, that's okay. And this is a supporting document which you use
Yeah.
for prepare. Okay. How do you upload this? You upload the supporting document in SAP directly, or is it you keep the supporting document and put the link
So
in the
it
journal?
depends on what transaction you're loading. If it's an intercompany, we obviously have an invoice and we get supporting documents, either a third-party invoice or whatever the case may be that they paid on our behalf. We'll upload all of those documents to SAP as a supporting
Okay.
document to the journal.
In SAP itself. Okay. Okay. As a challenge, I just to reconcile with other geography. They were saying in GETA, for example, Accra side when we had the workshop, they received the information not coming on time, which is a line that you have to follow up on that. But they also mentioned that some information coming later, so that you have to change the journal again and put it back due to those new information which comes later. Maybe there are specific instances of there which they receive the information at the last moment, which has to do again,
So
redo the journals.
yeah, if I understand your question correctly, so we don't have any delays. I mean, in the past year, 12 months, even longer, there's been no delays on our side in executing our transactions that causes a delay to any of the business unit side.
Yes,
It's usually the inverse, where we're waiting for information from them to finalize intercompanies, and that keeps us up. But I mean, only in the past 12 months, more than 12 months, I can't
Yes.
remember once that we've missed the deadline on the last business day.
No, absolutely. I am agree with you. And Johan, this is a very good example that why we need all the people together, because they were saying we are getting delayed, and now Rosanna is saying we never will be delayed.
No.
So that's the thing.
But also important to understand, I'm talking about our area of accountability. 1902 is bigger than just us. 1902,
Absolutely.
they can refer to
Yeah.
the technical accounting team, where they are waiting for lease journals.
Some other department. Yes.
I'm talking about our corporate side
No,
specifically.
absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay. Any other challenges which can make the life easier for journals before I move on to another area?
I think I'm going to speak on Paul and Naughty's behalf. So the big thing on their side is the travel. So although travel might upload their journals in time, the supporting documents that they need to supply to Paul and Naughty isn't always on time. And they in turn need that to invoice out to the region. So they have to attach all the supporting documents, and travel doesn't always upload all of those things
No, they
to
don't.
travel IT. So it's a manual request again to travel to supply the supporting documents.
Okay.
But Paul, from your side, Naughty, you can come in as well. That's becoming better, am I right?
No,
Yeah,
but it's
that's
coming
true.
better now. I think I think the guy. I mean, if it's delayed, it's going to be maybe a year or two. But when you send, take for example, to send the instruction for, we'll ask them the backup for in this morning, probably get it this afternoon, or the rest going to be the following day. So I think they've improved on that actually.
Yeah, because we've had a couple of meetings with them where that's now been addressed, and it is improving. Well, the thing is, the biggest concern there is the volume that's increasing.
Yeah, no, that
Yeah.
one it is, yeah.
And also
Travel
on my
because of
side, at least I've got access to their travel IT to get some of the backup
But not
by
everything is
myself.
loaded.
I said some.
Yeah.
because of the volume, travel thing can be used in the mass upload, right? You can.
Yes, a mass
Is it
upload.
Yeah, myself.
okay?
Yes.
No, but but you're saying yes too quickly, yeah. So
Yes.
Oh,
No,
not
no,
must
that's
upload for
that's a
everything. I hear
regular
you on
business.
that. Yes, you said yes.
I'm looking for something like, for example, you are uploading the template and it is throwing the errors
yeah,
because the template doesn't have a validation checks, the debits and credits. So
yeah.
so do you have those issues like template is, if you put, debit lesser, credit higher, the SAP will reject it.
Exactly.
It
Yes,
will.
no.
Built-in controls on the journals, yes.
Okay.
It will give an error, so it's not balancing anyway.
No, but what I'm
Yes,
saying,
yes.
what I'm saying, Paul is just saying yes too quickly. I mean, Paul, the issue is that when we get the journals from travel, I mean, they do bulk upload journals, but you, as per our discussion also earlier today, you need to go and manually now load those journals again to clear all of those transactions. You hear what I'm saying? So
Yes.
that's an onerous process. It's it takes time for that process, and that's most of only the journals that you then have
Yes.
post and review and post at the end of the day. So that's time consuming.
It
And
is.
that work is shifted.
Can you say that again, Rosnal, if you don't mind? I want to understand more clearly.
Yeah, so it goes around the volumes. So what has happened, just as context, we have moved the travel department off of the Africa business unit sites like Gaeta and Ghana and all of them. We've centralized it to the central travel team under the corporate office. And now it becomes our responsibility to charge all of those costs back to the Africa business units. So we probably have more control now in the center because Irene and the travel team, they can do more competitive bids and they can get better control on the travel that's taking place and the credit card spend and all of that. But it has a volume impact on my team because we need to get that cost, charged or back charged to each of the respective business units. And Paul needs to go and clear each of those to intercompany holding accounts and get them invoiced back to the respective regions and business units. So it has a big time impact on her side.
Yes.
Correct on that.
Okay. All right. So I noted the intercompany waiting for the invoices. The Chase is the bank, right? Chase retrenchment, provisions, accruals.
Sorry, Vineet, if you think you're sharing, you're not. Okay, just to let you know.
Oh, sorry. Thank you,
Ron-
Johan. Thank you.
Ronsard, just to go back to what you just said. So can I just understand? So what you're saying is with the central, so with implementing shared services in Irene's team,
Yes.
the current, so she's making all the travel bookings across the globe, but that cost is now sitting on Joburg corporate.
Correct.
And therefore we need to recharge it all. Okay.
Yes,
Yeah, it's
correct.
coming into holding accounts on our
Yeah.
side.
In the past, it was facilitated directly under the
Yeah.
asset. Now it's all being coordinated
Yeah.
centrally, but that cost needs to be back charged so it sits under that specific entity. And that happens through intercompany transactions. And Paul now needs to go and clear each one of, and I'm talking hundreds of transactions here.
No, yeah, because the problem you've got is, sorry, Ronsard.
Go for it, John.
No, I said because the problem you've got, it's one travel has got multiple transactions.
Yes, correct.
There's the flight, there's the hotel, there's this, there's that, and that's all of that.
Yes,
I know.
Louise O'Neill.
I remember from my days at Anglo American. So yeah. Thank you.
Yes. So for journals, you use the normal template, mass upload template, and also you do directly in SAP, correct? Some entries.
Yes.
Okay. That's fine. This is consistent. Other than that, you mentioned the automated, and that looks fine. Okay. Any other challenge which you want to mention?
Not that I can, I don't know about anybody else, but nothing that I can think of. Zita, I don't know if there's something that you wanted to maybe raise or mention specifically. You could
say that again.
Not really from the capital space. I mean, from my ends, but specifically, it's only
Yeah.
system journals.
Yes.
So
I
there's
want to
nothing
have a
that I can
generic
raise.
challenges, just so that we can define the day one, just we are reviewing it, we have a supporting documentations, we have a way to coordinate. So generalizing it to make a standard process across. Okay, so let's move a little bit here. And I want to understand the time you are spending, the percentage time. Just for an example, uh, if I go there, what I did, I noted the South Africa team out there. And Joanne, I took from an email also, noting that these people are involved, even though they declined today, but I just noted for future. So Rosnal, if I see there, you see the columns here, right? manual journal entries, close, recons, fixed assets, bank, intercompany, and reporting. So I'm asking this to everyone out there that how much percentage of time you are devoting in accounting activities which are broken out into this. This should not be a very accurate, you can say I'm spending close to 50% of time in manual journal entries over the month. So it will give me an idea that how a person is, occupied in the various activities out there. So let me start with you, Rosna, for that. For the month-end journals, how much percentage in the month-end and recons I can understand maybe 5% of the total, what I understood yesterday.
Not even 5%, 2% my times. Yeah.
2%. We can take that. And let me highlight this first so that we can focus on this line. And others also can think by that time. Are you in MJE manual journals? How much time?
Manual journals.
It's verifying.
No,
Yeah.
it will verify. It will
Yeah.
verify which
say
is valid.
Yeah, I would say between 5 and 7% of my time.
Yeah. And other close related activities.
Closely related activities. So give me a second. Let me just think about this because we do about what?
Other than manual journals.
I'm just thinking about a time allocation to that, more or less percentage wise. I would say at least 4 full days out of the month of 21.
Yeah, so that's what, 32 hours on 160.
Yeah, I would say, well, I wish I was working 160 hours.
Yeah.
So I would say about 18, 19% of my time in closing.
Okay,
it calcs to 20%.
Yeah, let's use 20%.
Yeah.
Make it even. And what about fixed assets transactions? Are you doing anything?
We're very fortunate to have Rita there that assists us. So I would say not a lot.
Okay, 0.
More on Zita's side. So I would say 2-3% a month, I think.
Not even. Not even.
So it's more.
I'll put 0% for now.
Because the only things that I can think of, for instance, is when we have the fixed asset reviews, the zero.
Okay, zero value asset, but that's quarterly.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying let's say 2%, 3% a month, and then it's the stocks controls and it's all of those type of things.
Okay, and what about the bank recons?
No, bank recons doesn't sit with me, so I don't have any obligation to that.
And IC intercompany.
Intercompany, it's all now that becomes dangerous because that partially sits under the month-end close and the journal that's being done. So
so that's if you can segregate this, fine. Otherwise, it is also fine.
In terms of follow-ups and things like that, also 2%, not more than 2% a month.
Okay, and any reporting?
Reporting takes us about 3. So Annie, we can probably say about also almost the same, almost 20% also.
20%, yeah.
Okay, so it totals to close to 54%. So are we doing other than record to report as well? Means R2R?
Yeah, look, there's a bunch of other things that we do. It depends on what stage of the year it is, but we do budget and business planning cycles. We do SAR authority applications. We have
system maintenance.
We have what do you call it? CSI responsibilities, which is your corporate social investment reviews that we go through. We have there's a whole bunch of other activities that we involved with.
So system maintenance, business planning.
Yeah.
SAP approval.
SAP approvals. Approvals are included in the manual journals. So those are.
Then we also
not really.
Not SAP.
No, SARB.
So what kind of SAP? The changes to SAP?
Not SARB. Yeah, it's not SAP, it's SARB.
SAP is SARB.
SARB. It's the South African Reserve
South
Bank.
Yeah, South
Tax
Africa Reserve
related
Bank.
stuff.
A.
SA
South
A-
African SA
Mhm.
Reserve Reserve
RP.
Bank.
P
B.
Bank. Yeah,
So
reserve.
what is it not accounting? What's that? SARB approval.
It's our reserve bank.
foreign-
We have a monetary bank. So if we
the
want to make a
foreign-
foreign payments, we have to get
all the
approval
foreign
from.
exchange transactions.
So foreign payments coming in AP side here, right? Accounts payables.
No, because
No,
I approve all of those from my side
Yeah.
through EFTs that get processed.
Okay, so this is
Yeah.
not a AP related payment.
No, that's
No,
Payments-
it's manual. It's manual because of the SARB approval you require.
Okay. So let me put, so is it counting to close to 46%, rest of them?
it's a lot of work on that one because to do, I
Yeah,
mean, the
and
work.
then we have
Yeah.
then I have all my governance related activities. So you have all your SOX controls. Then over and above that, you have all your projects that we're running. We're running about we discussed it this morning. We have about 12 projects that's running. So that's all ad hoc.
And then we also helps our tax with the queries what I do
Yeah.
for all the backup.
Then it's all the tax and audit queries, all the revenue authority queries that we get.
Those are in accounting, right? So all those queries are coming here. It's a manual journal entry related queries, close related, recon related, DEF related.
No.
So
No, it's all
No.
sitting even above that.
it's not accounting related?
No.
Okay. Non-accounting.
No, yeah, it depends on what the query is. So it can be accounting related depending on the query. So some of it is governance related, some of it is accounting related, some of it is related to projects.
Okay.
It's throughout the spectrum.
Okay, no problem. So let's put it there. So basically, accounting wise, you are having close to 47%, so 54% of your time, so half.
Yes.
Okay, let's move on to Nathi.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So what is that? The column H again? It relates to?
So MJ is a manual journals.
Oh, but not throughout the month. Sorry, saying okay. I can say 10, say 15%.
Okay.
Yeah, and that
Yeah, I can say 15%.
Africa, that column in F, that Africa BU intercompany is actually pulse.
For Pele, I could do to move that one. Yeah. Column F, line number 61. Just move column F, that note there on column F, just move it to under spell's name. Yeah. That's for Pel.
No, don't delete.
Just
Oh.
move
Just move.
to line 64. F at 64.
Yeah.
Okay. Line 64, Paul.
Yeah, for Pel.
Okay.
Okay, let's move on. And then the next one is Rachel, column I.
Column I, yeah.
What's that one again? Can you please explain again on that one?
Close.
Yeah,
all
so
the
this is a
closures
close
now.
like.
Oh, for the close.
other-
Okay, with that, because it will be more volume. Can say 7 to 20% on that one. Because we have to close everything. Yeah.
And recons.
Recons are can say 4%, 5%.
5%. Yeah, make it 10 to 5, so it's
Yeah.
easy to
Yeah, okay, that's fine. Yeah. Okay.
make it multiple of 5s.
Yeah. Okay. And then the other ones for
Fixed assets. Let me.
I don't think it's not applicable on my side, Ronzate.
Okay, no problem. Any banking related, bank
Yeah, no,
recons, etc.?
it does that, so it's 0 for me on my side.
Okay,
Not
so
unless,
0 here.
not unless if she's not around, I normally do it on her
Okay.
behalf. Yeah, but
Any
for now it's at 0.
intercompany?
Intercompany is a lot because, as I said, it can 50
Nothing.
to 20. Yes.
Why say bank zero? Because we clear the payment from the
No,
bank.
you're talking about the bank.
The record. What?
Oh,
Why
The
you
yeah.
say
payment is
bank?
coming. See, there are other columns also I have, which
Okay,
shows
so-
the AP related columns like document management, invoice processing, payments, help desk, T&E. So we have those as well. So in case it is any AP related activity, you can put here also.
Or payments going to be column Q then on our case because
Yes.
what happened intercompany when they pay, we have to from the bank. That's a
Yes,
payment.
yes.
So it's going to be
to clear
column
the
Q.
payment. Okay.
Yes, yes, yes. Going to be column Q. So that one can just say 10 to 15% because it depends with
Okay.
the intercompany the
Okay.
volume of payments on that one. Yeah.
Okay. So what about intercompany, other intercompanies?
Can say 15 to 20 probably. Yeah.
20%. Okay.
Yeah.
And any reporting you do?
We do the cost reports and all that. So
The outlook.
just make it 10 piece 10 with the outlook. So you can make it 10 to 15 around that.
Okay.
I'm
So
over
let
And
us-
that.
that you must say that.
Yeah.
It's 85%. So
Yeah.
it's 85%. So
Yeah.
well, the rest of the 15%, you are doing any other?
No. Because your payment just the one for you've allocated a column G, which is fine. Yes. Yeah.
So okay, now if I do 25 payments is correct, because I need to reach 100%.
Should be fine.
Okay, it's still 95. So let me see.
Sorry,
Uh,
not the 25% on the payment side.
Okay,
What-
remember. Okay, that's the payment that you receive from either in Australia or North America. So it took obviously from the bank side of it. So we have to clear the bank. So we have to do if there's any profit
but
and loss.
this is AP. This is look at for me. It's clearly AP payment related. So
yes.
that doesn't sit with you, Nels.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh,
So even though you are doing AP role,
Okay.
Nathi,
No,
you
no,
can
no.
put 25%
Jing,
AP. So I will communicate with
Yeah.
my colleague and let them know that Nathi is doing 25% of the payments.
no. He's not
Oh.
doing the payments. He's doing the clearing.
The clearing.
Clearing of the
That's
payment.
accounting.
that's
Payment.
journals.
Not
Clearing
AP.
is accounting.
Yeah.
Yes. So which part should clearing will go in
Under
Maybe
bank
under-
dividend. Bank dividend.
Manual journals.
annual journals? So let's make
Okay.
it 40% here. Is it? Let me see.
Yes, and his stuff won't go to 100 there because he's still doing budget stuff. He's still doing the SART stuff on the right
Okay,
hand
so,
side.
so 10% I'll do that here.
Yes.
What is
Okay.
the ITC? Is it IT control? Or what is the ITC?
Invoice to cash.
Invoice to cash. Okay.
Yeah, accounts receivable.
Oh, okay. All right, got you.
Will be under your
And
section.
there might be some of the instances you get involved in that. For instance, if there's a DTR being made out of there's a, but that's very small. It's
That's
not
very small.
small.
Okay, what we
So-
also must put on the right hand side, Ronsard, is audit related queries.
We're part of general anyway.
Yeah, on the right hand side where we have all the other stuff.
Ad hoc.
Yeah, ad hoc
Yes.
stuff. Because
Audit
they can
queries.
keep us busy. Audit related queries. Yeah.
So you also involved with this same thing, business planning, system maintenance, SARB approvals,
He's not
projects.
totally in system maintenance.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
but
what should I?
definitely audit related queries you have,
Queries on
audit.
audit.
Nathi.
Yes, yeah.
So it is not accounting audit, right? Other. I mean, if it's an accounting, use here. You know, if it is accounting, any accounting entry or any banking related entry, so use these columns as much as possible.
What to think?
Maybe naughty stuff is on accounting, but our stuff with the mapping Ronsard and all those stuff from HFM queries and audit related queries and balance sheet, trial
Okay.
balance queries, I will say it's other.
So those are accounting. All trial balance queries are accounting related queries which come in reporting.
Okay.
That will be part of that basically, the way I look at it.
So should I? If it is accounting related, we have to put in these buckets. If it is not, then it goes outside because I have to give it to somebody else this time. So what kind of audits queries you are? Give me an example.
You get all these queries that we
Journals.
get from the journals that you must give backup for, and
Yeah. These are
No.
manual journal.
Let
Not
me
to be part of that. Basically, because what happened if auditors they want the backup in the transaction related to whatever sample that they've selected on their side, would want to see that journal
So,
also with the backup. You
yeah,
see,
so what it is again, so we get revenue authority queries where they require backup and reports. We get sample queries from auditors that gets addressed by the accountants. We get governance related queries that's also being addressed by the team. We get it's again it's depending on what stakeholder it comes from. We
If
have
it is accounting related, we can include in here in column N.
yeah.
Is reporting and audit.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
That make us 15 then and take that out.
Yeah.
That's much simpler.
Now, so your SARP stuff is still on that side.
Right. Yes. Up that 5%.
How much? 95. So
Yeah.
You can maybe do that 5% on the right and side other.
so I should put in others 5%.
5% because his SARP related, tax related stuff is still there.
Okay, SARB related. Okay. Let me put here SARB. Okay, let's go next one. Okay, Jessica.
Okay. So
Let
you're
me copy.
making it,
Let
you're
me
making
copy
it
him
difficult.
first, and then yeah.
Okay, manual journals, I don't have as much as not. You can make mine 20, let's say 20%. Close, you can increase to make it 30%.
So what all includes other than journals in close for you?
So for us, it's I'm busy training on HFM schedule.
That's going to be underneath your reporting.
Yeah, well, okay, so it, but it's part of the month enclosure still, isn't it?
That's after
It's
a
a
month
difficult.
closure.
Okay, but
So
okay, I'm
in case you want to
still.
include here, it is
It's,
much easier for
no,
you. I
it's
can include
fine.
in one column.
No, leave it under close because I mean I'm doing the distributions and all of that as well.
Recharge, you update the recharge models and
Models, yeah.
Okay.
You can leave it like that. Recons, you can leave the same.
Recons is 5.
Yeah, fixed assets, nothing. I just bug Sita a lot.
Okay.
Bank, nothing. Intercompanies, decrease to 15%. So I'm only responsible for the creditors. Reporting, okay, reporting you can increase in annually, isn't it, to include the HFM work and whatever. Yeah.
yeah, but
So
it
you
won't be more than Ronsaart's percentage.
No, you can make it a bit less. I'd say 15. Yeah. On
reporting
reporting.
15%.
10 or 15.
Yeah.
Okay. And what
And
about
it
the rest of
adds up to
15%?
what? Is there
We
another
are
person? Okay, so I'm doing a lot of the system maintenance, so it's cost center maintenance
It's
and
on the right-hand side,
unblocking.
on the other.
System maintenance.
15%.
Budgets,
Also
Okay.
business planning.
business
Okay.
planning, yeah.
Here, business planning, system maintenance, SARB approvals.
You can take
No.
SARB approvals out. I'm not part of that.
Projects.
Yeah.
She's doing projects. You'd also need to include underneath naughty the business planning. All of us have business planning.
Okay.
What else is there underneath the tax? She's still also doing tax queries when tax is asking us for like
Yeah.
And external, no, not externals, internal tax queries from other regions. That's a big thing at the moment. But that's related to the
So that
recharge.
relates to manual journal only, tax related journals which you are processing, right?
No,
No, so that's regarding the recharges that we do to the other regions, and then they get
Yes. So those are coming here, right? The recharges are in the part of the close.
yeah, but they ask normally for backup for all those stuff and query related. Sometimes we need to calc stuff for them to make up what is the percentage they
So-
must put in their tax thing.
Yeah.
At
I
the
was just
moment,
thinking, this,
so at the moment, for example, we've got a data tax query related to 23 and 24. I mean,
yes.
and that's a big piece of work that we have to give them evidence for, so that because I've got the tax authorities come with audit committee. I mean, so that's a lot of work that goes into that.
Okay. Okay. So so total is coming to 100%. Okay, fine. But
Okay,
mostly, you know, try
so you
in case
didn't add 15 to that other.
into
To
other.
come to 100 on the right hand side. To come to 100, use there.
Okay.
Yeah.
So mostly, you know, in case the audit query coming, for example, anything related to your own accounting, you know, just put it. We need to put in then accounting only.
Yeah.
So if it's a tax related entry, for example, which you have put in as a part of manual journal, and you are providing the backups to them, just put it here in these columns because that is accounting related. The time which you are putting here is going outside your accounting. Just make sure this one. So before giving me anything going outside.
Naughty, your budget related stuff you haven't put in properly there at your other. Because you do,
Consolidation and all that.
yeah, so I don't know if your
No, but it's gonna
5% is too less there.
no, but it's gonna be part of that 15% and under reporting and all
But
that because it's part
if
of the reporting anyway.
No, budgets where you do the budgets is not part of the reporting. Runs out am I wrong? Budget
So
planning,
budgets are the
business,
business planning.
yeah, business planning.
Yeah, but it's part of
Yeah.
that 5% on that side. On the right
Are
hand
you
side.
only doing 5%? Okay.
No, but to cater this around to make it 100%.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's very
Yeah, it
difficult
can
to
go.
gauge the needs.
Mm.
It's not an easy thing because it looks like such little
That's
work,
fine.
but
I
we
totally
do a lot.
understand.
Mm.
Totally. And this is just a, you know, it is much easier than asking you how much time you are putting in each of the activity. So the
Yeah, we'll
goal
never
is
get this accurate.
that's
Didn't we?
that's why.
Yeah, Rosa, didn't we complete something similar previously? I don't know why they don't have it. Remember we went
Okay.
through that exercise?
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's go to Anali. Anali, just quickly tell me the percentage of time.
My manual journals will be more related to what Paul is doing because I'm verifying and post all her journals. So
Okay.
what will I say? Paul,
Let
how
me
much
put
will
it
your
here.
manual journal be?
Annual
Okay.
journal it can be also 20. You get
No,
more on intercompany. Yeah.
20 manual journals and intercompany related activities, another 20.
45.
That's no Paul. Just go. Let's do Paul first before we do me, please.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
So manual journal 20, other than manual journal, close related activities, making schedules, anything other than manual journals.
Do you want Paul's ones or my ones now?
Say that again.
Are we busy with Paul's line or with my line?
Anelu was saying we must start with me. Go to the.
Oh, you
go
are
to
Paul.
the-
Sorry. Let me move on. I didn't know that. One sec. Let me go to Paul. Paul
Okay.
is, let me copy this first so that easier to navigate. So manual journal is 20%, close.
Yes, close also 20.
Okay. Recons.
5.
Okay. Fixed assets, no.
No.
Banking, bank
No.
recons, bank, okay.
Yeah,
Intercompany,
five.
okay. And reporting and audit related queries.
I think it's 5%.
Okay, so let me see where we are. We are at 55. So rest of the 45,
Oh, no, not the audit fees make it 10%.
reporting and audit 10%.
Yes. And
Your
other
intercompany is much more, Paul.
no, I said 45.
45,
This is
yeah.
Yes.
this is coming 60% for accounting
No.
related activity.
On the intercompany column M, it's 45.
45, sorry.
45, yes.
So exactly. Wow. Okay,
Yes.
Anali.
Okay, you can say on my manual journals, I verify every journal that Paul is doing. So
Mhm.
it's going also like in 20% through my time as well.
Okay,
Closing, I will say also leave it at 50.
50. Okay.
No,
So what it all
50,
includes?
50,
15.
50,
30.
30.
Oh, 30. Okay.
Yeah, what's the next one? Recons.
Recons.
I will say 1% because I just do Paul's stuff. Yeah,
Okay.
that's not a lot of my side. Assets, yeah, maybe 1%.
Mm-hmm.
A bank, you can say 5%.
For the bank?
Bank, 5%. The bank stuff is
Okay.
lying with me. Intercompany will be the same like that 20% that I do not actually, I verify only the journals. Ronsard?
Mhm.
No, I will rather say also like Ronsard 2%. Ronsard?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for the
Yeah,
intercompany,
2%. Make that 2%. I do not.
it's more the manual journal approvals than we
Yes,
directly,
yes,
we don't
yes,
get
yes.
directly involved in all the intercompany stuff.
Okay.
Reporting 20 to 25%.
Okay. Most of the
Thing is,
reporting. So we are close to 84. So
okay,
The thing
then
is,
we,
a lot of these activities are overlapping because if
yeah,
intercompany, for instance, you can disclose as manual journals or intercompany.
yes, yes,
Mm.
it will be
that,
overlapping.
and
So just try
feeds
to segregate.
into
You know.
that feeds into the month-end close process as well. So
Yes.
yeah, so it depends on where you want to
a
pigeonhole it.
month-end close process is more to our distributions, updating the
Distributions,
percentages,
yeah.
transfer pricing calculations,
Yeah,
that type of things for me, Ronsard.
yeah.
Okay, and then on the other side, I do all the labor and budget business planning.
Okay, so 15%. Okay.
Yeah, and then cost code maintenance, system maintenance,
Okay, so the rest of the 16% I should put there maybe.
on the other side, yes.
Okay, and same kind of Rosalind entries.
But you can, the first line, you can copy that first line, yes, down,
Okay.
yeah. Okay, go to the right-hand side. I just want to see what's all in there. Business planning, systems, maintenance, and
SARB approvals, the projects, any
SARP
ongoing projects?
SARP approvals is not with me. Projects is not with me.
Okay.
Uh,
SARB, let me delete this.
but then all, let us see what will be other. I think more or less that's my other.
Okay, so
If the audit queries and stuff is on the general processing side, then that's, I think it's okay.
one sec. I am with the Pearl. Pearl is 100% already, and
Yeah,
you
even
are
though I do have other, but it's okay.
16% others. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, we are good. Anyone else? So we have these many people also here.
So probably we'll have another session with them anyway.
Yeah, we have to figure out how to make this happen. In the corporate side, your team, Rosna, how much is, if I see the total South Africa accounting, from your perspective, how much is your percentage of work in that, which you think you are supporting?
So
Is it,
I don't think I understand your question.
Yeah,
so
most of
you are so basically,
Yeah, so
you
let me explain it. Ronsard, what he's trying to ask is if you take 1902 and other company code and take your team and say, my team performs about 20% of all the accounting work for those company codes.
Yo, Johan, that,
Yeah, yeah, this
no,
is easy.
We perform all for
how,
1902.
No, but
yeah,
what I'm saying is he's
how long
trying
is
to
a piece of string? Yeah, so it's
calculate.
very difficult because we don't have insight into what the hours and
I
you
don't
understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It would be unfair for me to
Mm.
make a comment like that,
Okay.
or to even take a guess on
And it's all depending if we look now out, we are like, how can I say now, management accounting side, more working cost related, all those type of things. And then there's the income statement, balance sheet and trial balance and stuff so we are more on the management accounting side.
Yes, because when we asked for the blueprinting of South Africa, your team was given as an access first. So I was thinking that you are the main team where I can use as a baseline starting with. So that's why I was trying to understand, you know, if you have some insight that you are the core team who are doing main job in accounting. So
Not
that will
sure.
give me some idea on how to take it forward, with the next teams and a person who are missing right now to be just more efficient.
It's just as well you ask Zita or any of the others how large their contribution
Yeah.
is. There's another basis for determining this, because what my opinion is going to be is different than Zita's opinion is different, and Friedel's opinion is different than. So everybody is going to have their own opinion because there's no consistency in view over what basis we're determining this from. Is it the amount of hours spent on this specifically? Is it? And there's so many stakeholders. I'm not going to put a estimate forward on something that I can't verify on my side.
It's
And I'm not going to.
absolutely.
I'm not going to
You're
give an
asking how long
estimate.
is a piece of
Yeah,
string?
exactly. I'm not going to give an estimate or anything on it because if you
Okay.
ask me, I'm going to tell you I'm the most important person in this. If it wasn't for me, then
Definitely.
1902
Remember, your
would
You
team
are.
is your
be.
backup.
Yeah,
You
and
are
I
definitely.
spend 80% of my time on 1902, or my department is 80%, which is not fair. It's
Yeah.
not. It's
Yes.
taking away from
No,
from
this
other
is
people's
on the
contribution.
Johan to find out the right people for me.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
No, it's not on me. It's not on me. I've only been here 2.5 months. Sorry.
no passing the balls,
Look,
Johan.
I
You
think
know that.
the fairest persons to ask this is the persons that's directly accountable in its totality for 1902, for instance. And I would start with Sharika and Grain.
Sharika.
But see, even them, they don't have insight into what happens in our
What we
department.
actually
Yeah.
do, yeah.
Yes.
Mm.
They don't have even insight into any of this, the statistics that we've just shared with you. So
Absolutely.
I think it's an extremely unfair question to ask anybody in any
That
department.
was I shared my challenge with you, so
Yeah.
that's
You're. I'm going to use a consulting word. You're asking us for VDT,
VDT.
vacuum digital technology.
Yeah.
Thumb sucking.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Vignette.
Yes.
I'm thinking of something. Let's chat when we've got time. I think there
Yeah.
might be
Okay. So
maybe a
let's do
way
one
to
thing,
try
Johan.
and justify, but it's not going to be easy.
Let's do one thing. Since Zita is there, so let me take her time as well, so that I understand.
Okay.
If you don't mind, Zita Mare.
Yeah, no, I don't mind, but let me tell you this. So you're talking what 1902. So
Yes.
1902 in my life is going to be the 3% under fixed assets where Ronsard's
No, no,
got
I'm talking about
3%.
full. So
Yeah.
The rest of
Rosnar
my
team is top. So
Yeah,
your name
but-
is here. So just you tell me whatever you are supporting, journals, close, recons, fixed assets. Don't worry about the
my entire portfolio, which is Africa Business Unit and not 1902. Are you
So-
referring to 1902 only?
no, everything. What you are, I'm
Everything.
referring to person.
Okay, so manual journals in my life is 0. What was the second one?
Closure.
Sorry,
any
everyone.
close-
I need to drop for another meeting. Apologies for that. I tried to
No
get it
worries.
moved, but I couldn't. So
Yeah,
please
same
excuse me.
on my side. I see
Yeah,
mine.
very quickly, let's do. Yeah, sure,
That's
Johan.
fine.
Just
I can
very
stay
quickly,
on.
I need to jump to the next meeting as well.
Mm.
Okay. Thank you, Rosnar.
Okay,
Thank you.
well,
Ron
Finet,
Sart.
I think we're done also on my side. Can I leave? If it's okay with you. I think we have done.
Yeah, yes, Nati, you can leave.
Thank you.
I'll just.
Thank you
yeah.
much. Okay. Thank you, guys. Cheers.
Okay.
Thank you.
Cheers.
All
Bye.
right, tell me
Bye.
that close. Just remind me the close.
The close, yeah, the close related means making any schedules, any allocations, or anything which is not included in the journals.
A month in day with us, that's more or less that.
Anything relating to closing, you are doing it.
So if that relates to all settlements,
Yeah.
Settlements are coming in
balance,
intercompany.
no
No.
intercompanies. So
Okay.
we do capital. So we basically settle the projects. Just tell
Mhm.
me what the other ones are. We've got fixed asset, bank, you can put 0, intercompany, you can put 0. What is the
Okay.
last one?
Reporting.
Intercompany,
Reporting
you
and
can
audit.
put 0. Bank, you can put 0.
Mhm.
Fixed assets.
A lot.
Yeah, let me just take out the fixed assets. Just tell me what RECS.
Reconciliations. Sorry, one sec.
Reconciliations. Let's say reconciliations is about 15.
Okay.
About 15. What else we have? Fixed assets is going to be that includes assets under construction as well.
Yeah.
So everything asset related, I
Asset
would
related.
say, is about, I must now be careful, because it's merely,
Use the multiple 5, 10, 15, 20, like that.
yeah, maybe put 15 in there in the meantime.
Okay.
And then what is the difference between close and reporting? Reporting takes a lot of my time. Let's say reporting is around
So
50.
reporting is basically you're making a sense of data and creating in certain formats, either for yourself or you are giving it to others.
I think could make that about 50. No, make that 40.
40%.
Make
Okay.
that 40. And the close is what again?
So close is basically general ledger close, right? You are doing
Your
something for
settlements
Gen-
that you run.
Settlements. Okay, let's say that's 5% because it's really minute. And then the rest of my life, I assist
is it
others.
not intercompany related settlements?
No. Well,
No.
well,
Okay.
mine
What
is
is-
just merely settling out of PS into assets under construction or the odd one into fixed assets.
Okay.
So mine is small. It's really very small.
So say that, let me put the comment here one sec, if you don't mind.
So
Comment.
that's,
So
yeah, that's just settlement of projects into fixed assets.
it should not be coming in fixed assets.
No, settlement into assets under construction.
That is a fixed assets, right?
Yeah, it is. Okay, or settlements to the working cost projects that Jessica
Yeah.
does for so it's
DT.
really small. I think it's actually less than 5%
So
to working cost projects. You can say working cost projects.
working cost projects, okay.
Yeah. All right. So reconciliations is basically balancing, and balancing.
Yeah.
Fixed assets, I think actually is less than that. You can actually take that down to 5 as well, because it's only for corporate that I settle. The Africa sites, they all settle their own stuff. I've now I spent a lot of time on reporting, and then the rest of my life is, this is not necessarily on monthly basis. Does this include everything throughout the year?
Yes. Means total.
So maybe up that to 50. Maybe up that to 50 if it includes all the board stuff and quarterly reporting and all of that.
75.
Yeah, I think it's
What
about.
do you do budget related, Zito?
Yeah, and then the rest is budgets
Other.
and business plans and support. I'm SAP support for so SAP related testing and UAT for EHB8 and all those other lovely things that takes time.
Okay, same. I'll copy 25 here, and this business planning, system maintenance.
Yeah, all of those
SARP
lovely things.
Projects.
No, not that. It's definitely business planning, system support more than maintenance.
Okay.
IE approvals, funds releasing, system support, SAP system support. Then applications of expenditure. This is where we spend quite a bit of time. Not SAP approvals. I don't have that. You can put application of expenditure governance, application of expenditure and project governance as the rest. Application of expenditure.
What is that? Application of expenditure.
So all capital related spend in AGA gets an application of expenditure that runs through a gambit of reviews, and then it gets loaded and we check it and it runs through a workflow.
So that's a fixed assets, right? That comes under fixed assets. We are including it.
More on the PS side. Well, maybe fixed assets. It's all part of the fixed asset process from the start.
Okay. So
it
shall I put
depends
it?
on how wide you want to go with fixed assets.
No, I want to put my first priority to put here in yellow columns.
Okay. All right, then let's change that to, how much do we have there on that side? 25. So let's change the fixed assets then to 25 and leave 5% for other. Then the 25 covers everything in terms of assets. Yeah, you see, this is, but you're confusing me now because everything I do in terms of reporting and reconciliation all relates to fixed assets.
Yeah,
then
so
relates to
so fixed
capital
assets
spend.
basically, Zita, fixed assets are basically addition, deletion of assets, scrapping the assets, sale of assets, and those kind of things are included in the fixed assets.
No.
And
so the only thing I deal with assets in totality. So from the planning of the assets that we're going to purchase in the next year to the governance in terms of getting approval for those assets, do the project management of it, moving it into assets under construction, and then the last leg of it is moving it out of assets under construction into fixed assets. And from then forward, I have got nothing to do with it.
Yes, that is all fixed assets.
So then my life is fixed assets. Then everything goes to fixed assets 95, because reporting that I do, reconciliations, month-end close, all of that relates to assets.
Okay, so let me put it here then, fixed assets.
Yeah. Put mine, then everything is, because that's what I do, is projects, capital spend.
Okay,
and then 5%.
That's much clearer.
Yeah, and then, so maybe 100% sits there, easier.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, that's it. Thank you very much for everyone for attending the call. Really appreciate it.
You're welcome. Have a good one.
Well.
Bye.
Bye.